Let's say a guy named Roger is attracted to a girl named Elaine. They're students at the same college. He asks her to sit with him at the ball game. She accepts. They have a pretty good time. A few nights later, he asks her to sit with him at the dining commons. They enjoy each other's company. They seem to continue bumping into each other regularly, and after a while, neither one of them recognizes anybody else. And then, one evening, when they're studying at the coffee shop, a thought occurs to Elaine, and without even thinking, she says it aloud.
Do you realize that as of tonight, we've been seeing each other for exactly 6 months?
And then, there is silence in the room. To Elaine, it seems like a very loud silence. She thinks to herself, uh-oh, I wonder if it bothers him that I said that. Maybe he's been feeling confined by our relationship. Maybe he thinks I'm trying to push him into some kind of commitment that he's not ready for. And Roger's thinking, wow, 6 months. And Elaine's thinking, hey, I'm not so sure I want this kind of relationship either. Sometimes I wish I had a little more space, so I'd have time to think about whether I really want to keep going the way we are, moving steadily toward... where are we going? Are we just going to keep seeing each other at this level of our relationship? Are we heading towards marriage? Children? A lifetime together? Am I ready for that level of commitment? Do I really know this person? And Roger's thinking, so that means it was, let's see, February when we started going out, which was right after I got my laptop, which means, whoa, I'm getting really close to that warranty expiring. And Elaine's thinking, he's upset. I can see it on his face. Maybe I'm reading this completely wrong. Maybe he really wants more from our relationship. More affection, more commitment. Maybe he has sensed even before I sensed it that I was feeling some reservations. Yes, I bet that's it. That's why he's so reluctant to say anything about his own feelings. He's afraid of being rejected. And Roger's thinking, and I'm going to have him take another look at that trackpad. I don't care what those morons say. It's still not working right. And they better not try to blame it on the humidity this time. What humidity? It's 24 degrees and dry out. And this thing has been glitching all over the place. And I paid those incompetent thieves $300. And Elaine's thinking, he's angry. And I don't blame him. I'd be angry too. I feel so guilty about putting him through all this. I can't help the way I feel. I'm so unsure. And Roger's thinking, they'll probably try to say it was only a 90-day warranty. Scumbags. And Elaine's thinking, maybe I'm just too idealistic, waiting for a knight to come riding up on his white horse, when I'm sitting right next to a perfectly good person, a person I enjoy being with, a person I truly care about, a person who seems to truly care about me, a person who is in pain because of my self-centered schoolgirl romantic fantasy. And Roger's thinking, warranty? They want a warranty? I'll give them a warranty. I'll take their warranty and show them what they can do with it.
Roger? What? Oh, please don't torture yourself like this. Oh, maybe I should never have... Oh, I feel so... What? I'm such a fool. I know there's no knight. I really know that. It's silly. There's no knight, and there's no horse. There's no horse? You think I'm a fool, don't you? No,
says Roger, glad to finally know the correct answer.
It's just that I need some time.
There's a 15-second pause while Roger, thinking as fast as he can, tries to come up with a safe response. Finally, he comes up with one that he thinks might work.
Yes.
Elaine, deeply moved, touches his hand.
Do you really think so? Yes. You really feel that way? What way? That way about time. Oh. Yes.
Elaine turns to face him and gazes deeply into his eyes, causing him to become very nervous about what she might say next, especially if it involves a horse. At last she speaks.
Oh, Roger, thank you. Thank you, Elaine.
Then they go back to their dorms, and she lies on her bed, a conflicted, tortured soul, and weeps until dawn, whereas when Roger gets back to his place, he opens a bag of chips, gets on his phone, and immediately becomes deeply involved in a mean game of Candy Crush. A tiny voice in the far recesses of his mind tells him that something major was going on back there, but he's pretty sure there's no way he would ever understand what. So he figures it's better if he just doesn't think about it. The next day, Elaine will call her sister back home, and they will talk about the situation for 6 straight hours. In painstaking detail, they will analyze everything she said and everything he said, going over it time and time again, exploring every word, expression, and gesture for nuances of meaning, considering every possible ramification. They will continue to discuss this subject off and on for weeks, maybe months, never reaching any definite conclusions, but never getting bored with it either.
Meanwhile, Roger, who was playing Lego Batman one day with a mutual friend of his and Elaine's, will pause, frown, and say, "Norm, did Elaine ever own a horse?" And that, my friends, is the difference between men and women.